important thing about getting qualified, at least with our company, is it costs you nothing. We don't charge for a credit report. We don't charge to meet with you. If you're in an outlying community, we can do everything online. We can do it through Skype. We can have you come in and meet personally. We have every option possible to try and make it easier for people to qualify. So we can take applications over the phone even. So for the people that are a little bit nervous and they don't want someone to see their finances, or they feel like, you know, they haven't done a good job saving, or maybe they haven't done a great job on their credit, we can work on all that stuff and make them homeowners at some point.
Yes. Frankie and I have worked with a lot of lenders over our 15 years of working in real estate, and you have at least a plan or a guideline for most of the people who cannot qualify.
Yeah.
So we appreciate that about your company.
Thank you.
And then also, if they're scared to run their credit, and let's say they just wanted to see if they qualified income-wise, is there also a credit score that is required in order to qualify for USDA financing?
There is a credit score, and just kind of the way that we work is, you know, I want to run your credit. It's just, I can't do a part-time job on something that's full-time. I don't want to tell people they're qualified without having every piece of information. The credit report is free, so we do pull it when people say stuff like, oh, you know, I had it ran not too long ago. They don't have a copy of it. Here's what we think was on it. And that's where we're asking for trouble in the pre-qualification world. So really running it and looking at it, but the minimum score is 620.
Okay.
So it's actually really fathomable to get to 620 if you're not already. And if you're above 620, then we have some debt to income ratio stuff, and we have to fit all of your income with all of your debts and make sure that you qualify that way. And then we run it through our automated system.
Yeah, and if you're truly committed to being a homeowner and your credit score is not there today, one of the advantages of, you know, coming in and having a conversation is we stick with you through that process. You know, Molly's going to continue to follow up and give you options on how you could potentially increase your credit score over time. We're going to continue to check in on you and be there with you along the way until you get to a position where you have qualified. You know, we talk to clients all the time and we let them know it doesn't matter if it's 2 months to get you into a home or if it's 2 years to get you into a home. Our goal is to help you achieve your goal, and the first step is, pulling your credit, having that conversation, and then again, if you don't qualify today, don't get discouraged. We're going to be there along the way to help you through this process until we can get you into a home.
Yeah, and I think there's also some myths, because we have people that are maybe part-time or seasonal, and they're like, oh, I don't have a full-time job. There's no way I can qualify. Well, that's not accurate. There's a lot of seasonal workers that we work with for all sorts of things that they do, even IRS. You know, we do a lot of loans for those people, and there's a way to qualify you and get you where you need to be. So don't be afraid of what you don't know. We have to look at it to be able to tell you what you would need to do or change. We do loans, I mean, it would shock most people how we can structure some of this stuff. I mean, self-employed people, you know, we can add stuff back. There's lots of things that we can do. So just to automatically think that you don't qualify isn't fair. You know, there's options for everybody, I feel like.
Right, and I think being in the industry for a long time, staying current with the trends. How long have you been?
20 years.
20 years.
Dating myself a little bit.
And so some of these property profiles that I've pulled are in Madera, Shaver Lake, Rosewood, in Wasco, Coalinga area. So is there any, like the Shaver Lake property, a lot of people think high dollar for that area. Is there an income cutoff line? I asked you that before. Explain a little bit more about
There
that.
is an income cutoff, but there's not a purchase price cutoff. So it is a little different because we do have to look at debt to income ratio. If someone made the exact same amount of money as someone else, but these people had car payments and credit cards and these people didn't, they would be able to qualify for a little bit more. So, I mean, we really do have to look at the scenario, but Shaver Lake's a great option. The other thing is it does have to be a primary residence. So you can't use USDA to purchase a second home or a non-owner or like a rental, but for your primary residence, it fits that.
I know with some products you can't have owned in the last 3 years. So if they ever owned in the past, they cannot use USDA?
They can.
Oh,
Yeah,
they can?
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so if you're out in the market and you're looking to get pre-approved, obviously give Molly a call over at Bay Equity. She's happy to help. But also, if you are just speaking to a lender in general and you're looking in certain areas and you're unsure, always ask if USDA is an option for you in the homes that you're looking at. Because like Molly mentioned, a lot of times people aren't even considering it as an option because it's a product they're not familiar with, or it's a city they don't know if it qualifies. Just make sure that you ask those questions to see if you do qualify for that 100% financing. And then I know we talked about cost a little bit earlier as well. When you talk about savings, once you do get pre-approved and you are looking, in an area, to use, realtor representation when you're going through the buying process, it doesn't cost you anything out of pocket as well. So another advantage, no cost to come in and do the application and get pre-approved. And then again, once you want to start looking at homes, once you are approved, there's no cost working with a real estate agent like Gracelyn and myself. So we're all here to help. We're all here to help you achieve your goal. And, we do look forward to working with you in the future.
Yeah, and properties like these, we've got lists and lists of properties that qualify. So if you're interested in obtaining a list of properties that would qualify for USDA, you can contact me at 559-802-8887, or you can private message me on any social media site, Instagram, Facebook. We have a YouTube channel if you want to leave a comment on how we can get connected. I'm more than happy to reach out to you. And Molly, how can they contact your team?
My number is 559-213-8612. And I'm on all sorts of social media just as Molly Meeker, so it's super easy to find. You can message us, you can Google us. We're on pretty much anywhere you look for us.
Well, we appreciate you coming in again.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.